Here's what Justin has said directly about finding his hidden treasure. At first glance, it all seems pretty straightforward. But if you've been in this hunt long enough, sometimes the biggest clues are hidden in the clearest places. These answers come from his interview with Jenny over at Mysterious Writings, and today we're going to break them down, line by line, and see what we might glean from his words. And to be clear, thank you, Justin, for being so open. Maybe that's why so many of us are drawn to this hunt. Now let's dive in. The poem contains at least 10 clues, 10 breadcrumbs leading to my container of wonders. Straightforward? Sure, but at least 10? That phrasing is deliberate. Could there be bonus clues, decoy breadcrumbs? And the term container of wonders. That's not just poetic. That's personal. This isn't just a prize, it's a creation. No fancy equipment needed, unlike other treasure hunts where you practically need a PhD in cryptozoology. Translation? Don't overcomplicate it. This is not about obscure science or obscure lore. It's meant to be accessible. If your solve requires advanced tech or hidden UV codes and Latin footnotes, you might be overthinking it. The treasure isn't lurking near any trail. I didn't want hikers stumbling across it accidentally. This is big. It's not on or near a trail. It's placed intentionally, in a way that protects the experience of the hunt. That tells us it's likely off-trail, possibly hidden by terrain or elevation. Unlikely to be stumbled upon by accident. As an engineer by training, I approach puzzles with the same meticulous precision I once applied to arranging the condiments in my refrigerator, alphabetically, then by expiration date, then by personal preference. This quote has become a pillar for many theories. Alphabet to date to preference. That's a sequence, a methodology. And he's telling you his exact order of logic. What if we applied that to the poem, to the stories in the book, to the Netflix clues? My treasure hunt has a built-in checkpoint that gives you that reassuring feeling of, I'm not completely lost. This might be the most important quote in the whole hunt. He's saying there's something on the ground in the real world that confirms you're close. Not a solve, not a guess, a checkpoint. And those are built, not stumbled into. You'll know it when you see it. I had exclusive creative control over my book, so I put many eggs in that basket. Translation? The book is the core. The Netflix series may contain hints, but the book is where he made sure his clues couldn't be cut, edited, or compromised. So if you're stuck in theories based on film clips or visual sleuthing, come back to the book. That's where the real structure lives. Someone technically might be able to crack the poem in isolation, much like how my friend once mistook Welch's grape juice for Bordeaux. This is classic Justin. Witty, funny, and still telling you something important. Yes, you could solve it from the poem alone, but you'd better be a rare kind of hunter to pull that off. For the rest of us, we need the book, the clues, the layers. I'm excited for you all to get out there and explore, to trade your computer screens for hiking boots. Justin wants people to move, to explore, to touch the world. So yes, Google and Reddit might get you part way, but the end? That's out there, past the page. So maybe his words are straightforward, but maybe they're not, because hidden in plain sight is still hidden. The poem has 10 clues, the book has layers, and the trail, it's one only you can follow. Boots on, book open. Let's go. Can I bring my dog? If your dog is the outdoors type, absolutely. This rules out a lot of places, national parks with pet restrictions, especially Yellowstone, and that's a major filter. Is the treasure hidden? The container will be immediately recognizable. Not buried, not camouflaged. It stands out when, and only when, you're in the right spot. That tells us it's not about finding a needle in a haystack. It's about solving the poem well enough to get to the haystack. And then the needle is obvious. Will the solution take you to an exact spot or a general area? Exact location. No vague zone, no 100-yard search grid. If you solve the poem fully, you go directly to the treasure. Does the 60 pounds include the container? Yes, the whole treasure weighs 60 pounds. He's repeated this more than once. Why? Because maybe the weight matters. Maybe it affects where he placed it. or how accessible the terrain is. You wouldn't want to carry a 60-pound object uphill for miles. But less than a mile? That's doable, especially if the return trip is downhill. Do you have to pay to get in? No, not as of today. It's free, public, no gate fee. Probably not in a high-traffic, commercialized park or resort. Takeaways? Clues are in order, less than 1 mile from car. Dog-friendly, free access, immediately recognizable container, 60 pounds total leads to one exact spot. That's not just a puzzle, it's a checklist. And when Justin gives answers that specific, he's not trying to throw you off. He's trying to guide the right kind of hunter. How far from your car do you need to go? You don't need to hike a great distance. You don't need to hike more than a mile to figure out where the treasure is at. Wait. He didn't say to find the treasure, he said to figure out where the treasure is. That's not semantics. That's precision. You're not retrieving it within that mile. You're gaining knowledge. Insight, possibly from a physical checkpoint. So what do we know now? We know the poem is linear. We know some clues can be solved from home, but not all. We know the treasure gives you an exact location. And we know there's a checkpoint, likely within a mile, that tells you you're close, you're right. Keep going, and maybe, just maybe, wisdom isn't just a town, it's what you need to finish the hunt.
Searching for a whisper in the pines. Mystery lurks in the shadow of the oaks. Legacy of treasure buried in lines. Legends wrapped in nature's unspoken jokes. Footprints fade in the morning dew. Gold hides beneath moss and vine. Legends lead to fortunes anew. In the breast of mountains standing fine. Beyond the map, where secrets lie, hearts race beneath the endless sky. Riches wait, where all goes sigh. Adventurers take the leap and fly, fly, echoes of yore weave the tale. Forest fence whispers still alive. Once a dream, now a winding trail. New quests on the horizon arrive. Stars guide the restless hearts, following the call of ancient charts. Whispers lead for those who start to chase the dream with insatiable smarts. Beyond the map, where secrets lie, hearts race beneath the endless sky. Riches wait, where old goes sigh. Adventurers take the leap and fly. Beyond the map, where secrets lie, hearts race beneath the endless sky. Riches wait, where old goes sigh. Adventurers take the leap and fly. stars guide the restless hearts, following